The way I groom my eyebrows is very simple, and it's that I mostly neglect them, and that is to say that I just leave them be natural on my face, the way they're going to be. Once every 2 weeks or so, I do use a spoolie. I brush them up and I trim them with tiny scissors. And I just trim the tops, but even that, I don't go overboard. And if there are hairs on closer to my eyelid and in the middle here, I just pluck those hairs with a simple set of tweezers. These are Tweezerman tweezers I've had for like 15 years. So that's what I do to groom my eyebrows. But like I said, I mostly neglect them. And the reason for that is because when I was 13, I traumatized my poor auntie. I'm sorry, auntie, you're watching this now and I'm re-traumatizing you by telling the story. But when I was 13, what had happened was that, and I'm not even sure my parents know the story behind this and why I did it, but I'm going to share it now. That day at school, I was teased by a boy in my class, and especially this boy made fun of me out loud in front of the whole class and called me caterpillar brows. And I remember being really upset and trying to brush it off like it didn't affect me, but I was in the 8th grade and I went home, and I remember I went straight up to my bedroom and I got my mom's tweezers from her vanity and I proceeded to pluck my eyebrow hairs out. And I did it in such an extreme way that they were shaped very unnaturally, of course, and it was done. It was a done deal. I came downstairs and my auntie looked horrified, and with this horrified look on her face, she was just stunned, and she was just, "Oh, mama, I go," and exclaiming out how horrified she was, and she couldn't hide her reaction. And I'll always remember that, and I'm sure my whole family will always remember that incident, forever known as the eyebrow incident. And ever since that time, I vowed to her and to myself to never touch my eyebrows again, because it was such a bad decision that I made to do that. So they've since, of course, grown back, and I never touched it. The moral of that story is that I don't touch my eyebrows anymore. Apart from trimming them very infrequently, I really don't touch them. One thing I have been doing, though, because a lot of you have said they look darker and thicker, it's mostly my diet that's making that happen, I will say. But one thing I don't do this every day, but when I remember, I do use the CeraVe healing ointment. I put a little dab of this on the back of my hand and I massage the spoolie in it, and I use that as a mechanism to sort of keep my eyebrows in place. If I don't use something, I suppose I could use a light hold hairspray. I might try that, in fact. But I use this because I have it and I don't want to purchase a separate product. But I use this and I comb this very gently through. But on most days, I have to say, admittedly, I don't use that. I just comb it to put the hairs in their place. And then at night, when I do my castor oil massage on my eyes, the whole area for my skin, my eye skin, I will bring this all the way up to my eyebrows. And I don't even do that every night, because sometimes I just rely on it migrating while I sleep, frankly, which it does, and it gets in my eyebrows inevitably. But I do swear by this for my skin and the conditioning of my lashes and brows, my brow hairs. And that's the end. That's what I do, or rather don't do much of, to my eyebrows. And once again, Auntie, I'm so sorry. I'm forever sorry that I traumatized you like I did, because I know it really did upset you. She was just horrified, and understandably so. So, Auntie, I'm sorry. I love you. And hopefully my current eyebrows make up for what happened back then, and you can forgive me. I hope this was helpful in some way, and thank you for being here. Bye.